Hi everyone. Real quick, I wanted to bring an update about the appointment with the radiation oncologist. So I saw my oncologist the other day, and he wanted me to, sorry, Matea's in the background talking about mommy. He wanted me to get the stamp of approval from the radiation oncologist. Now, I met with the radiation oncologist in the beginning when this first started, but I haven't seen him since, and that was kind of the plan. He was like, he'll see me at the end, at the surgery, because at that point, that's when the final determination would be made in terms of if I need radiation or not. I remember him saying from way back when, if lymph nodes were negative, and that I was getting a mastectomy, that it would be highly likely that I wouldn't need the radiation. But here we are, just making sure. We want to make sure we dot every I, cross every T. And so I met with him today, and he walked in and basically was like, he felt bad for wasting our time. He was like, I know, they like to, send everybody to me when, we're not really sure, or they're not really sure in terms of whether or not, you do it or you don't do it. But he was there to tell me that he did not recommend radiation. And these are the things that he outlined. Lymph nodes, the sentinel node biopsy, 2 sentinel nodes were biopsied and they both came back negative. The other thing was the margins, really, really clear margins. And he broke that down even further. I told him, I see that it says 10 millimeters or 15 millimeters. And so what does that mean exactly? Is that a good distance? And he's like, that is, that's excellent distance. That's an amazing number. He was like, they are content when they see 2 millimeters or 3 millimeters, and so to have 15 and 10, he was like, those numbers are amazing, and that's really, really good. So it's far away from the tumor site as possible, and so that's good. Another thing was the fact that I got the mastectomy, of course, and then another thing was the tumor size. And so this was the gray area for my oncologist and even my breast surgeon initially, because they were like, because there was more than one tumor. And when you look at the total area that those tumors kind of took up, that was about 5.5 centimeters or 5 centimeters. And so it put it in that area to make them go back to how they used to do things, a while ago or whatever. And so there, was a study way back when, I want to say he said in the 80s or something like that. It was a while ago that basically said a tumor 5 centimeters or larger that they recommended radiation, or recommend that you treat with radiation. And so how he explained it though, he's like, no, you didn't have none of your tumors were that size. My tumors were, I think the largest was maybe 2.5 centimeters, not 5 centimeters. And so he said, we don't add up all the tumors together to make it equal. We don't add up all the tumors together to make it equal to 5 centimeters. The tumors aren't 5 centimeters. And so how they look at it is that still falls within the category or the criteria of not needing the radiation. And so he broke it down, and basically ended it with, I don't recommend radiation. Now, from my standpoint, I am excited because that means a lot in terms of the reconstruction side, the timing of which reconstruction can happen, and the integrity of the skin. It makes a difference with that as well. The other thing is, of course, the busyness of the schedule. I was willing to do whatever I need to do. I am willing to do whatever I need to do in treating the cancer and being rid of it. I am willing to do it. However, that's an everyday schedule. And so if you don't have to do it, man, you excited that that's one less thing you have to do. And so I remember at some point just kind of being like, man, I hope I don't have to go through everything in the treatment, but at the same time, knowing that I'm willing to do everything that's necessary to treat it. But hearing basically seeing and hearing God move through this and say, hey, you don't have to do this step. This is one step you don't have to do. Because I remember thinking man, that's a lot. And there are women that have to go through every single step and more. And that, when you see a survivor, listen, it doesn't matter if you had 1 thing, 2 things, 3 things, 4, it doesn't matter what you had done. Just know that it was a lot. And so, I'm just grateful to come as far as I have come, and to know that, I've done everything that I can physically do. to make sure that I get better and that I beat this and never have to deal with it again. And so it's nothing I can do at this moment that, you know, anything else that I can do. I'm doing everything that I can do. And so I'm just grateful for that. So I just wanted to update you real quick. Thank you, everyone. Like, comment, share, hit the subscription button, and I will continue to update you. All right, guys. Thank you.